Hello and welcome to another update on the Wilsonville real estate market. My name is Steve Thoele, principal broker with Premier Property Group. And this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, June 18th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you as I always do, starting off looking at active listings. So this last week, we had 9 new properties come on the market. And you kind of see the last 2 weeks has been pretty slow, relatively speaking. Over the past 8 weeks in terms of new listings. Total active market, total listings on the market week by week, you can kind of see has been on the rise. Started off at 48 8 weeks back and got up to 66 3 weeks ago. And the most recent reading is 65, just under that this last week. Median price and days on market for those active listings. Price has been going up, had a low of 677. To begin with, 8 weeks ago, got up to a high of 724 about a month ago, 4 weeks back, and last week came in at 709, down a bit from the week prior. And then days on market has been rising a little bit. We were at about 24 days for the most part for the first month of the period here. Last most recent weeks here has been moving up a bit. This last week came in at 34 days of average market time for these most recent 65 homes on the market in Wilsonville. Moving along to pending sales. This last week in Wilsonville, we only had 4 properties go pending this past week, which you can kind of see as a low for the past 8 weeks. But total pendings has been on the rise over the past 8 weeks. We had a low of 56 homes in pending status 7 weeks back. Got up to a high of 78 for a couple weeks. And then this last week dipped just a little bit down to 76 homes are in pending status right now. And then the median price and days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see that that's between basically been, low of 682. And this last week hit a slight high at 713,000. And then the days on market has not moved hardly at all. Had a high of 10 days of market time to begin with. That got down to a low of 7. This last week came in at 8. So again, things have been going pending, just in about a week's time on average in Wilsonville for the past 2 months. So things are not hanging around long in general for the homes that are going under contract. Lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I showed we had 5 properties crossover from pending to sold this last week. That's kind of down towards the lower end of the range on a week by week basis, as you can kind of see here, half of what it was 2 weeks ago. When I look over the prior 4 weeks of closings on a week by week basis, that is, had a low of 26 to begin with, got up to about 35 closings about a month or so ago. And this last most recent reading was 28 homes have closed over the prior 4 weeks, just about 7 homes a week on average. And the median sold price and days on market for those solds, you can kind of see that started off at 595, got up to a high of about 710,000, has come back down from there. This most recent reading was 641,000 was the median sale price for the most recent 28 homes that have closed in Wilsonville. And then days on market, again, pretty consistent, not a lot of movement. Had a low of 6 days of market time, closer to the beginning of the period here. Last week, I did bump up to a high of 12 days of market time for these most recent, again, 28 sales that have taken place in Wilsonville. And to finish it out, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as percent of the original list price. So red bars, that weeks of inventory, kind of measuring relative supply and demand. And again, it's been pretty consistent. Most of the time here is in the kind of 7-week range. This last week did bump up to a little over 9 weeks of inventory based upon a little more inventory, and sales have kind of come down a little bit from where they were, but still very strong. The sale price as a percent of the original list price, that's moved around quite a bit. These lower numbers of around 93%, that was kind of really drugged down by a couple sales that were well below the original list price. And once those kind of fell out of the equation, you kind of see, we're back up to, basically really close to full price on average for the homes that have been selling most recently in Wilsonville. So still paints the picture of a continued seller's market environment, and with limited supply, still plenty of demand out there in spite of higher rates that are sitting right around 7%, plus or minus, depending upon your situation, and homes selling very close to full asking price. So we'll see how the rest of the summer plays out here, but I'm anticipating we're probably going to continue to see a very, very kind of similar tale here as we move through summer, with just not enough inventory to keep up with demand that's out there. So that is the most recent update. Hope it was helpful as always. If I can ever answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My phone and email address are down below the video in the description, so don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be happy to help. As always, I really appreciate any likes, comments, shares that you have of these videos. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, you really need to do so. It's a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So please hit that subscribe button. Hope you have a great day, and make it a great day out there. And we will see you on the next update.